Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Christian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show.
We stand united, one for all, unbeaten, unbroken, forever heed the battle come, like demons awoken, and under sky on bed of stone, tales told.
Live from the Main Event Studio in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You've tuned in to the Generation Evolution for Thursday, April 16th, 2026. It is Wrestlemania Thursday. Woo! I'm Mike.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
Woo! This is going to be our official WrestleMania preview show, and to almost finish up our WrestleMania week here on the podcast. First of all, this is the opening song. It's actually the main WrestleMania theme. This is Nickelback, Bones for the Crows.
This does not sound like a Nickelback song. It's amazing.
Yeah, so people are like, "Oh my god, a Nickelback song, they suck." I'm like, get over it. Watch the documentary and get over it. Like,
There you go.
What was that?
there's a documentary about Nickelback, and there's like a whole segment about the era where people are like, they suck.
It has like a Creed sound to it.
But yeah,
There you go.
all right. So it is. We are doing this. Or actually, so for people reference, we are doing this a little early due to some scheduling conflicts this week. But this is the show you'll only hear on Thursday of WrestleMania week. Has been a jam-packed WrestleMania week here, and we are just about done with it. But if you missed some of the action, this is the week it's been. Me and John did our WrestleMania weekend non-WWE shows on Sunday and Monday. Christian presented us with a with the Ragdoll Physics from WWE 2K. We did a medium mode special, and here we are at WrestleMania. Tomorrow will be the final episode of our week where Mark sits down and tells you about the Hall of Fame Closet 2026.
Yep.
So that'll be tomorrow. More on that later. We're not going to waste much time today. We're going to skip questions of the week and everything, guys, because we're recording early. I'm still waiting on things to come in. So next week we'll catch up on everything that we're behind on. Trust me, I'm getting comments and just stuff to talk about. We have plenty to talk about next week when it comes to that. Let's get right into WrestleMania. How about that? Without waste time today. All right. Before we get into the cards that are announced, we have everything laid out over 2 nights. Before we do that, because we are doing it for the final Raw. And by the way, if you're hearing on the audio side a bag ruffling, these two are munching on chips for some reason while we're doing the show. The loudest possible food they could possibly eat is what they're eating today. So just why out that. I have no problem with the eating. It's the loudest bag in the history of mankind. That's the problem I'm having. So anyway, there is one match that let's get started with this, please.
Okay.
You okay?
I want a long pipe, and I don't want to cough into the mic.
Okay.
You yelled at me last time.
Well, that's because this guy does it all the time without putting his mic on. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm a little spicy. It's been a long week of podcasts. It's a little spicy over here. So we have one match that I'm very confused why it's not announced for a show yet, but I've been hearing rumors on why. It was supposed to be getting Io Sky versus Asuka, with Kairi standing in her corner. The reason we're not getting this match yet officially is because apparently Nikki Bella's hurt and may have to pull the Bellas out of the tag team title match. And if they do, the Kabuki Warriors will be put in their place. But
Like, what has he?
it all ties together. It all ties
I was
together.
like, before you say the bell, I was like, what the hell does
It all
Nikki
ties
have
together.
to do with Asuka and Io?
It does and it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if Nikki is clear to go, which I expect the Bellas to be on Raw. So if the Bellas are on Raw, I expect them to be everything to be fine. And then this match will probably be added tonight too. But because we don't have a home for it, we don't know what's going on with it yet. Let's discuss it. I'm looking forward to if they do it. They put on an epic video package on Monday that set this up and then didn't say anything about it.
Yep.
Someone was like, really? But I kind of expect Io to win because Kairi is finally going to get enough of Asuka.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yep.
If this happens, then yeah.
The way they set it up, it seemed like they were going to plan it on a Raw program. But then I think people wanted to see it at WrestleMania.
Well, if you notice the WrestleMania card, the lineup is actually uneven right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's 7 on night 1 and 6 on night 2. There is an open spot on night 2 if necessary.
Right.
So there is an open spot. So there's that. So plus it's very uneven with the women's matches too.
Yeah.
There's 3 on night 1 and only 1 on night 2.
Yep.
So it's very uneven at the moment. So I can totally see them adding this match on night 2.
So I'm looking at Gary Sane to finally say it.
What did you just say?
Gary Sane.
Okay, you added the accent to it. We'll go with it. I'll
Okay.
accept it.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. The accent was just added to it.
Gary Sane to basically turn on Asuka and say, enough of your bullshit.
I am
I'm
waiting
done
for
with it. And she lines with
No.
Eos. Okay.
You just hear a lot of yelling.
They crying.
Wait a minute.
And then crying.
Wait a minute. Then she turns around and she goes,
Asuka! But by the way, I'm very confused if that's just a stardom thing.
Sorry.
Oh my god!
sorry.
Tell me, he's wearing a headset.
Okay.
You're yelling into your microphone. And then you're yelling in his face. So he got double it, right? Like,
Oh my god!
like he got double the yell for no reason whatsoever.
Oh my god!
So, all right, so that's that. Let's move on to the Yano's matches for night 1. So the first 2 matches are on ESPN2. First 2 matches are on ESPN2, simulcast on ESPN2 in the first hour.
Oh, I see what they did there. It's 2 matches on ESPN2.
Those are 2 matches on ESPN2.
On 2.
No, ESPN the flagship in a minute on night 1, on night 2. So anyway, ESPN2 has 2 matches, and Thursdays it's coughing season in here. So even though it's not, nobody's sick in this room. That's the best part. Nobody's sick. Anyway, let's start with the 6-man tag, the celebrity 6-man tag match. Apparently,
This is the match everyone's looking forward to.
actually, there are people that are for real. Are you joking or not?
No, actually,
Oh, that the
It
way,
was a
the way your
joke.
tone was, it sounded sarcastic. So I wasn't sure the way your tone was.
it was a joke, but not really thinking about it, it could actually be a good match.
Yeah, it is.
Speed is actually getting
Okay, let
trained.
me tell the match. Let me tell the
I'm
match.
just
So you
saying.
can comment on it. It is the World Tag Team Champions division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory with ISO Speed, with Paul Heyman in their corner versus the Usos and LA Knight.
Yeah.
So I've been greatly underestimating apparently the popularity and fame of ISO Speed. So Chris,
Oh, yeah,
I need
too,
you to explain what's going on here with him.
I'm gonna say it again just in case. He's being trained for his first official match because
Yes.
technically, if you don't want to count it, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was his official debut, but this is his first actual match.
He's getting trained by some really good people in the performance center just for this match, like
Oh,
some
that's good.
basic stuff,
Please hit the PC. Please hit the
PC,
That's
some
good.
basic stuff, and he's one of the. To answer your question,
Yes,
he is
please.
one of the most highly watched streamers besides Kai Cenat,
Really,
who is the highest watched streamer ever.
really. I legitimately don't know this. stuff.
Stream Speed is he does a lot of streams. He's really well known. There's a lot of you look up Speed, if Speed clips, there will be thousands of videos you can
Okay.
just watch.
I believe you. I believe you. This is your world, not my world. It's
Is
not
it
my world.
mostly TikTok or Instagram?
It's YouTube. He's a YouTube
Twitch.
guy.
YouTube?
He's a YouTube Twitch
Twitch.
guy. Twitch and YouTube.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, I legitimately don't know. All right, so on to this match though. I kind of expected on the night and Usos to win because I showed there's no way in hell he's going to stay aligned with the division.
No. Speed's gonna try to help the Usos and LA Knight, but then it turns into the Vision getting the win because the Speed messes up again.
Okay, all right, I can see that. I can totally see that. What about you, Mark? Break the
I'm
tie.
not
Break the tie.
I'm not sure what to make of Speed. I think they kind of utilize them for comic relief at times, and it works.
But
So my thing is,
Yeah, let me finish this thought in the video.
Logan Paul is gonna take out the brass knucks, throw it to Aisho. Aisho misses.
just calm Speed.
Okay, Speed misses.
Thank you. I was wondering what to call him. That's right. Actually, didn't know.
LA
Speed is
Knight grabs the knucks, and in the process of trying to hit Logan Paul with it, Big Jim steps in the way and gets knocked out.
Okay, that's not terrible. That's not bad at all.
So
actually.
I kind of see the Vision taking this one, and what they do with Speed next, I have no idea. I mean, if they plan on making him like a Vision member,
I don't see it coming. I think this is a one night only thing. Literally, the whole storyline that Aisha does not want to be with them.
right? Because my thing is when Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker come back, I don't think they want Speed.
Speed won't be there after
There.
this night. The only other thing I can also see, I can see Braun Breaker returning
Yes.
to help them in the match. Like I can totally see that happening too.
But
Or
I also want to say how talented Speed is. Did you see the height he got off that jump over
Yes.
LA
I
Knight?
did.
You
Yeah.
can see how talented he can be, but he's just needs the training.
so
So there you go.
that just tells you that he's taking the training very seriously because
He's also just athletic.
it shows and that helps. But then by helping with the training, it also minimizes the chances of him and his opponent getting hurt.
All right. The other ESPN2 match is, I don't know why this is on the ESPN2 side, but sure, why not? It is the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. 10 hour, but
Would you expect?
here we are. I kind of thought they were going to put like AJ and Becky or something like that on here, women's match on here.
Is the
Honestly.
reason why it's on ESPN too and not on ESPN.
Because ESPN has baseball.
Okay.
Because ESPN has baseball Sunday.
So-
So the actual match we're talking about, unsanctioned match, Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre. Don't know why this is on ESPN.
Second one ever.
Yes. But again, it's on ESPN2 for whatever reason. So
Do you remember what the first one was?
I could have sworn I heard it recently. Was it Triple H Batista?
12?
Or was it?
Triple and Seth.
I knew I heard it recently. I just forgot what it was.
My instinct was Kevin and Sammy, but that wasn't on WrestleMania.
True. That was Elimination Chamber. But anyway, so I think this match is going. I expect Jacob Fatu to win this thing, especially after Drew pretty much hanged him on Friday.
Those cuffs did not want to say.
No, they did not.
Those cuffs were shit.
So I'm expecting I'm hitting Jacob Fatu to win this thing.
I'm gonna go with the meteor just kills both of them.
That's not happening. So after you talk about that, who's winning this match?
I say Jacob wins.
Mark, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm looking at who can take the loss and not or be least affected by the loss.
All I'm
And-
saying, this should have been for the title.
And the answer to that question
Trust
is
me, after we'll get to the main event, I will kind of agree.
both of them could take the loss and it wouldn't affect them either way.
True, especially with this.
So does there have to be a winner?
Yes, and hence why it's a sanction match.
All right.
By the way, I don't understand why sanction is not full count anywhere. By the way, I don't understand that, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't it falls kind of we're in AW?
No, I was have to be in the ring. I have no idea why.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna bet on the long shot, and I'm gonna say Drew McIntyre.
That was the longest stretch to get the Drew McIntyre I've ever heard. Okay.
I'm kind of going back and
Throw
forth
it
in my
back
mind.
up real quick. And I know we're not talking about the main event, but I want to say something about this match.
Go for it.
First, Cody should never been able to get another shot at the title, and it was stated in the contract that if Cody lost, he should have never got the title shot again.
Fair enough, but also
But he made a loop around
it
where
wasn't even a loop around. It was Nick Aldis saying Drew keeps causing you not to get these matches, so I'm making you get a title match.
which is,
That's what Nick Aldis called it. It wasn't Cody called it. It was Nick Aldis.
but I mean
called.
it's still stupid.
I know. I'm just telling you what the storyline was.
Anyways, Drew still should have won that match. Does not matter. Cody did not need the fucking win. Drew should have won, and this should have been a match for the title.
Here's the problem: Orton would have got a title shot either way.
Yep.
No matter what happens, Orton was getting a title shot. Because you wanted this match to have me on title.
Yep.
I'm just saying, no matter what happens, Randy was going to be getting a title shot.
But
So.
now when you really look at the main event,
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there in a few minutes. Trust
So,
me, we'll get there in a few
okay,
minutes.
going with your theory is, but then when Randy faced either one, Jacob or Drew,
Well, it wouldn't have been Jacob at all. Jacob would not have been involved in any of this.
No.
Based on Christian's logic, he said that that Cody should never have lost to Drew.
got it. I got
So it would
that.
have been Drew Randy.
Okay.
yes.
Nothing to do with Jacob, but it had nothing to do with this.
No, I'm just saying the title picture should have still
I understand.
should
what
have
you're saying.
stayed on Drew.
Yeah.
I
got
understand, but I'm just saying, using your logic, Jacob had
Yes,
nothing to do
right.
with this.
No. But I see why they have him just so Drew can be on the.
Plus the fact they have a feud. He's the reason we hold the title.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. Let's go to the rest. Let's go to
That's
the show.
funny. Ironically, he was the reason he won the title.
Also true. All right, let's move on. Seth Rollins versus Gunther, because the irony that neither man had an opponent, but then Rey Mysterio, who was injured, too injured to face Gunther, is now in a ladder match. It's very funny to me. But we'll get to that in a few minutes.
He's injured. He's so injured. He actually somehow magically got healed for the ladder match.
It was hysterical timing after they announced this match, and the week after, hey, Ray's healthy. Hey, Ray's healthy.
It's amazing what those Mexican doctors can pull off.
But anyway,
It's Vapor.
so Seth versus Gunther, neither men can really take a loss here. So I don't know what to do here. I'll start with you, Christian. Go ahead.
Here, I got something that makes Seth doesn't lose, but also makes Gunther look strong.
What?
Have Gunther have him in a chokehold, but Seth has the ropes and 5 count.
Ooh, okay. That's
So it makes Gunther look strong, but also doesn't give Seth the loss.
I mean, I just don't see a fish at that Mania. That's the problem. I like your logic, but I just don't see it happening at
Okay.
Mania.
Either an interruption or something, but like somehow
Or maybe his Sleeper Breaker comes back. Maybe
Exactly.
the Sleeper Breaker comes back and costs Seth the match.
Exactly.
But Gunther can't lose after having all the retirements last year. Like,
he can't lose when he beat fucking AJ and Cena.
Yeah. So like I'm going with Gunther with Braun Breaker interference.
Okay, I'll go with that. But like my point could still be good.
Yes, but I'm saying I see it happening on Raw, not on a just
Well,
Mania.
okay. But that same situation happened in Royal Rumble for the Universal title.
True, but that's also the Rumble. The Rumble is more important than title matches on that show. This is different. You know what I mean?
But no, but my point is
I see your point. I do see
at
your
a
point.
big pay-per-view that
I do see your
DQ
point.
did happen.
I do see your point. So I know, Mark, officially, what do you think?
I like your theory about I think is great.
I see what you did there. He's gonna break ties.
Bum.
Yep. So I see Seth winning this on a disqualification from Braun Breaker helping, but
I don't think it means disqualification.
It's not really a loss then for either.
Well, I don't see a disqualification mainly because Gunther needs to win. I think Gunther needs to win more than Seth does in this case.
And Gunther can say he beat Seth Rollins.
Exactly.
But then, see, in the scheme of things, would he? I mean, consider Seth as another legend?
No.
Not yet.
My point is Gunther needs a win at Mania right now. He lost the last 2 Manias. He also lost at the last 2 WrestleMania. That he's coming off one of the hottest runs of his career. He can't lose this match. But Seth also needs to find a way out. That's why I'm recruiting Breaker. That's my point.
My thing with this is
I've been having this argument with a friend of mine for like 3 weeks since they announced this.
I with the help of Rick, I see Seth coming to the top, but I see him stomping Gunther for the first time.
Yes,
Because
but
Gunther's never been stomped.
I agree with that.
Okay, fine. The stomp can still happen, but then Breaker interferes.
I'm just saying, Gunther's getting the money in this match. So, all right, let's move on. Let's go through title matches on this night. We have WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. It is the Irresistible Forces. Nia Jackson, Last Legend versus Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus the Bella Twins, as long as Nikki is healthy.
Technically, if you're really going to go through it, what is it? What is Charlotte and Alexa's name?
I don't remember their
Friends
name.
with
It was on Wikipedia, so I forgot what they're called. Vince of Inconvenience?
because technically Bayley and Lyra was the only one with that team name.
Right, even though people call them like Belira or whatever they call them. It's stupid.
Whatever. But no, I think it's a retain.
I'm picking my people are like, oh, you're not picking your girl. You're right. I'm not picking my girl. I think this is I think the only reason they're in this match is to make it up for Bayley not being on the show last year.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately think that's the only reason
Yeah.
she's in this match. So that's why Bayley and Lyra in this. So I'm gonna go with the Irresistible Forces to retain. Just don't put the belts on the Bellas. Please don't put the belts on the Bellas.
No.
If that's the rumor, I was the rumor weeks ago. Please don't put the belts on the Bellas.
If I fucking see the Bellas, I'm
What?
You'll riot?
No, I won't
Okay.
riot. Everybody's lost the fucking rails.
Oh, trust me, they ran off the rails. Don't get to that in a few minutes. Mark, go ahead. I think you gotta sit back a little bit because your face is covered up by that microphone. I can't see your face.
Wait, lean down again.
Yeah, but you have to look at you have to look at that. The camera's over here. You're looking at that screen for some reason.
You know, it's just tough.
I'm sorry.
The Irresistible Forces had make a good showing so far. Is it they're planning to basically have them be a dominant tag team right now that basically kicks ass and just walks over everyone. I don't know. I know that putting belts on Charlotte and Alexa again would basically get the crowd pissed off.
Not really at all.
No.
Why would it piss them off?
Because it's predictable that they're going to get the belts. And
Why is that? Why people love them right now?
I know they love them.
Then why would it piss them off? Would it piss you off, or would it piss you off?
Because I think.
Hold up.
Okay. Time, answer my question.
Okay.
Would it piss you off or the crowd?
Yes to both. I mean,
No,
okay,
no.
Okay, yes to both with
How?
caveat, because then it's too
Oh,
predictable.
How is that predictable at all?
The stretch.
Because if
I need an explanation here. How is it predictable?
Oh, the stretch.
because basically you're putting him on the security blanket.
No, it's
Charlotte
not.
lets it.
The security blanket is the Bellas.
Yeah,
That's the security
I'm looking,
blanket.
I'm looking at the Bellas not being involved. Period.
Well, my point is they're involved. They're in this match. You have to be realistic about it.
They're in this match regardless if you want them or not.
And it's, for some reason, you don't like Charlotte and Alexa. I don't know why. They did nothing to you.
I
I have no idea why you don't like them.
Existed.
I kind of look at it. Why not give Bailey and Lyra a chance?
Because they're not going to win the titles. I know they're not.
That
gonna
was the longest stretch to say Bailey and Lyra. What is with the longest stretches of answers when you're gonna say,
I don't
okay,
know.
Drew, and then explanation, and then Bailey and Lyra, then explanation. But you gotta go this long stretch to shit on Charlotte and Alexa
for no reason.
Were you? Hold up.
Because-
Speaking of shit on people, this man, who did he shit on you last night?
I don't remember anymore.
Was it fucking Mystico?
Yeah, for no reason.
It's fucking No. Oh wait, no.
I don't know who it was. I don't
You
remember
shit
who.
on someone at AW for a good minute for no reason at all. No, it was Mystico, and he just shat on him for no reason for a good minute, and he's in the other room was like, "What the hell?"
Anyway,
all right. Because
so you're officially picking me on Lyra. Is that what you're
Bailey,
saying?
Lyra,
Okay.
and then-
Jesus Christ!
they'll probably drop the belts to Charlotte and Alexa.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Let's move on.
I say it's the Bellas.
WWE Intercontinental Championship is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Wasn't Becky not supposed to get another title shot against AJ?
No, not at all. Actually, that was never a stipulation at all.
No, I'm thinking of Lyra.
You're
never
thinking
mind.
of Lyra when Becky had the belt.
Yeah.
That was the stipulation. It was if Becky had the belt, Lyra can't have a
I
shot.
say Lee retains.
The big thing, I have a weird feeling they're putting the belt back on Becky. I have a
For
weird
what, though?
because it's just because. Just because. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling.
Becky's not in any type of project right
It doesn't answer my question though. That's what
Wow.
I'm talking about.
Wow, thank you for answering that.
now. You're welcome.
But anyway, so you're doing AJ. I'm going back and break the tie.
I gotta go with AJ.
Fair
I
enough.
gotta go with AJ.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But my heart goes AJ, but my brain says Becky. You know, those situations.
Okay.
So let's move
I
on.
think we're also saying Lee, AJ. Lee, I don't know why.
That's fine.
But AJ, because she just won the title that, like, she
But-
hasn't had a title for ages.
The only also this is her first ever one-on-one match at WrestleMania. Every other match he's ever been, he's either been a tag match. He had like a one versus everybody match one time. He never had a match one-on-one or WrestleMania. AJ Lee.
I think that's also another thing.
Yeah, that's something I didn't think about. So, all right, let's get to our women's world championship match. It
I
is.
mean, to take a statement. Becky as a first opponent for WrestleMania, an official one-on-one, is not bad.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And a feud has been going on since about WrestlePalooza.
Someone who main evented and opened WrestleMania.
Yes, absolutely. And everything else. So, all right.
And Sports Illustrated isn't the only one who says that.
Christ. All right, moving on. Women's World Championship match. It is Stephanie Bakir versus Liv Morgan from the Judgment Day. Although our new thing, by the way, we started this on the last show with the factions that they did this. We started doing it on the last show. We started doing it on the last week's show with John because we were making fun of AEW, and it's becoming a thing now. That's just becoming a thing we're doing. So, anyway, I'm going to go first. My gut feeling is telling me, based on the story they've been telling, everything going on, Liv wins the title.
Yep.
That's where my brain is going. It's and not just my jersey showing. It's just me being honest.
Yeah.
You mean Liv Morgan Judgment Day?
Liv is going to really. Liv is going to win the title here. I hope. By the way, I hope she's okay after what happened on Monday last week. But I hope she's all right
Fucking hell.
with that concussion she got. But I hope she's all right. But based on that and based on the promos, based on everything else, I kind of expect Steph to lose the title here.
Mhm.
Good.
I mean, she's a good champion, but it's about damn time.
I wouldn't say about that time, but I just expect
About
Liv to
time,
win.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liv's gonna win, but I think she's gonna have help from Roxanne.
Oh yeah, obviously.
no.
I'm not saying she's gonna win clean. I'm just saying she's gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
and then
so you say Liv?
Yep.
Liv. Okay.
yeah, we also live. We also
So
live.
that's a night one, everyone. We will see you in night 2.
No, we do have to talk about the other match. We have no choice. It's the WWE Championship match. Taking a breath because I know I'm going to rant in a minute.
Oh, I'm
It is
waiting for
Cody
it.
Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton, I think, with Pat McAfee.
I think.
For some reason, this stipulation that Randy Orton loses with Pat McAfee says he'll no longer be pro wrestling. If you actually believe that, I got a bridge to tell you in Brooklyn. So,
Let him go, folks.
I have never been so fucking angry.
Oh,
And I'm not. No, let me just get this out of my system. I've been pissed since Friday. I have never been this angry during a segment on fucking wrestling before. And I'm not even talking about heel heat, because your mother even said it to me. Mandy even said it to me perfectly. Maybe it's just heel heat. Like, no, this is not heel heat. This is anger. This is flat out anger. Pat McAfee needs to shut the fuck up. He needs to go the fuck away. And as Jason Powell said on his phone, go the fuck home. There is no reason for him to be involved in this. And then I find out he went to the ring and he fucking shot on Friday. That was a shoot promo talking about the fucking ticket sales and PM Punk. Well, that was a fucking shoot promo, but pisses me off even more. He is leaving. He's doing this shit for no reason. He's just here, the fucking puppet for apparently Ari Emanuel, and it's pissing me the fuck off. Why is he involved in this match? Why is he even here? I don't fucking get it. I wouldn't even care if he was just managing Orton and Orton needed somebody to help him get heel heat. I understand that completely, but that's not what this fucking is. This is worse, and I don't understand how this got greenlit. What has anything to do with being at WrestleMania main event? And why the fuck we're doing this? And then I'm hearing rumors that we're getting a backlash fucking match between Orton and McAfee versus Cody and Jelly Roll. I'm like, what the fuck why is Jelly Roll involved in this? I don't understand why this had a 20-year fucking feud involved in this. It's history going back to fucking WrestleMania, 25, when they've had a match with Legacy. That's how far back this goes. And we're wasting our time with Pat fucking McAfee and talking about ticket sales and saying, ooh, don't nobody go watch night 2. It sucks for Randy Orton. Go fuck yourself. I am so done with this bullshit. And I can't wait for this to be over on Saturday. By the way, I'm picking Cody to win. Go ahead.
Like
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I like how you got it in there, Eric.
That's what she said.
Ding. Oh my.
Oh, okay. Well, my turn to rant. I've been pissed off.
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Let him talk.
I've been pissed off when it comes to. I'm gonna say it. This is it's like acting, where you hate the guy, but like the actor's like the nicest fucking person ever.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing with heels. They get the heel heat. They're acting, and I hate to say wrestling is fake, but you
But
want
it is acting.
it's acting. You could say like it's real, but like deep down it's just acting, which is really good fucking acting.
I'm going to tell you a story about that between shows.
Yes, but no, it's a really good fuck. That's why wrestling's so entertaining. The acting is what makes it, and plus the wrestling is some wrestling is still real. Don't get me wrong, I would still believe it.
I got a story for you after the story.
So back to my point. Heels, they act. You want them to boo you, but this was not even like you said, shoot promo, and you shat on night 2 for no fucking reason. You said no one's gonna watch that, when I'm pretty sure that's the more anticipated night. And then for some reason, we build up this whole thing where Randy's on the phone with someone, and it turns out to be this guy, Pat McAfee, a guy who can we say how he went from the most hated person in NXT to the most loved commentator who was fucking yeeting on the goddamn announce
Which Cody
table
brought up on Friday.
and dapped up to Usos to kicking Cody in the dick and then just ranting about how shitty wrestling is right now.
When it's not. When it's not.
Oh, so the money of Saudi Arabia. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. So.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but Cody, for love of God, just win. Get the shit over with.
Can't believe we said that, but go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, please win.
Although we ranted about this on last week's show too. This is more of a rant. I'm more pissed than it was even last week. So.
My thing with the telephone on who Randy was getting advice from, I'll be honest with you, I never had Pat McAfee
Nobody
in
did.
that.
Nobody did.
we had a conversation.
My thing was I thought it was Nature Boy Ric Flair because
Which wouldn't have been that bad of a deal.
they
They
were
Triple H
in
are.
a faction Evolution.
Also, know how close him and Paul
Also-
Beck are.
Right.
And also tell him the other one he had. The idea when we talked.
With Bob Orton.
No, he said Dustin.
But that wouldn't have been happening because he's injured and still under the AW contract.
Right.
That wouldn't have happened.
But not a bad idea though. Because
If he was available, then yeah, I would have with you. But
Yeah.
he just got a contract extension and he's hurt.
Yeah.
So
but if he was free, getting his own
that would have been a
brother-
great idea. That would have
getting
been a
his own
great
brother
idea.
against him.
That would have been a great idea, honestly. Been better than
But-
Ted DiBiase.
But
What the fuck?
That was the thing that happened. No, Ted DiBiase Jr., the one that's got out of that's the guy I quit it.
yeah,
Okay.
Recently.
he's thinking about coming back.
I don't give a fuck.
With Pat McAfee,
Pat.
He said
He
Pat
said
McAfee.
Pat.
no, I said Pat.
I heard Pat. This is voice.
go,
Go
go.
ahead.
This match never needed him. Doesn't need him now, but he interjects himself. Why? Because someone from TKO says, I think we should have him. It'd be a great thing to watch. Watch him burn everything down. Do you really want that on your conscience? Because here's the thing with Pat. He's got no filter. No one's going to stop him from covering promo because if he does something, why don't they cut his fucking mic off? They don't. Why? Because they don't know where he's going to go, and the guy doesn't know where he's going to be pushing the button to basically stop him from swearing, cursing, whatever else. He's an asshole. He
That's the
is
nicest way to put it.
he's a bottom feeder.
Let him go. Let him
Oh,
go.
God.
He basically takes credit for everything where he doesn't do it, the work, but he takes credits for others. Even his own posse, like AJ Hawk, they have no idea what the hell he's doing anymore. They don't know what's going to happen anymore. I think the man needs a psychiatrist.
Oh
He
my
needs to be
God.
medicated. He needs to be taken off and dealt with in the proper manner. If that means AJ Hawk beat the living dog shit out of him, then so be it. My pick is Cody's winning. And I hope he kicks Pat McAfee's ass in the process. End of story.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
No, we got that out of the way.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
No, the psychiatrist just threw me out. Oh my God. But no, it's Cody needs to win this.
I can't believe
then-
you're saying that.
But then that's the thing is, will we see a punt kick?
we almost saw one of our fucking SmackDown, so who knows?
My thing is, I want Randy to do a punt kick on Pat.
Why?
Because
See, I-
Pat needs it.
I will say this, and I said this on last week's show, that the only way out of this, literally the only way out of this, is to have Orton hit RKO on Pat when it's all said and done. That's literally the only way out of this is Cody winning, and then Pat getting RKO from Randy, and then we all move on. But I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. I don't see it happening.
Okay, here's the other question. Do you see Pat turning?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't see that at all,
You know,
actually.
the thing that what should happen is just the RKO afterwards of Randy being like, okay, you didn't do good enough.
Exactly. There's got to be an easy way out of this, and they're not doing it yet. And it's
Speaking
stupid.
of
wait a
a funny
minute.
real quick.
Okay.
When this happened, where at the beginning of SmackDown, we're like, it was Cody and Nick. Nick's like, you can't touch him because I got told by our powers. In the background, it was just the truck with Triple H's face on it,
that is fine.
which is fucking hilarious. I wonder who the higher powers.
No, it's not. That's not him at all.
No,
It's definitely not him at all.
No,
I know.
it's not. And the thing, and Pat's taking credit for this, and no one has basically
You fucking called him
stopped
dumb.
and correct him, is that he's taking credit for reducing the prices for the tickets.
No, he's not. He's not. No. Okay, first of all, there's a difference between taking credit for something and that's being a heel.
Okay.
That's being a proper heel. That's fine. It was everything else that was bullshit. But I never thought I'd see the day when we're a week out from Mania. We're talking about lowering ticket sale prices on the air. That's the problem. On the air, they're bringing it up. Like, it's so stupid.
And that's something
Is the
that
prices that
needs to be kept in the boardroom and kind of figure out where do we go to
No,
basically.
I will help them out. I want to know why the show didn't sell this year. Yeah, went back to Vegas, back-to-back years. And I don't like to be political, Well, we're in a world right now where nobody wants to travel to this fucking country right now from overseas, and you don't have the overseas audience you normally have. That's number one. Number two, you went back to Vegas, which nobody wanted you to do. As a matter of fact, they were supposed to be in New Orleans this weekend, and then they changed it. That's number two. And number three, when you put the damn ticket prices up and they're $10,000 for fucking seats that are not even by the ring, that's too high.
Yeah, think.
And then, especially when you openly admit that you're outpricing families like a bunch of jackasses. Like, I'm so sick and tired of that excuse too, because they are just being money pinching assholes. Luckily, I've been hearing things lately that they are lowering the prices for this and for future shows from here on out after this. This might have been the peak of the stupidity when it comes to ticket prices, finally.
The other,
I think AEW does better ticket prices.
the other
They do.
thing too is this takes a total 2 days on the local people that live in that area and makes traffic.
It's nothing in Vegas. That means nothing to them in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I mean because people
Yeah, it means
can't
nothing
get.
to them in Vegas. It means nothing to them in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I've been watching Vegas news and they're not happy.
They're
but-
not happy about anything.
Tourism is on this.
That tourism's down. That's why they're Mania here.
I know.
That's the reason they sent Mania here, because tourism's down. It literally does the opposite of what you're saying. You're saying people are pissed off people and the tourism's down. You can't say the same thing in the same sentence.
Well, the thing I'm talking about is that they're trying to attract people to Vegas to come, and with everything going on, people aren't coming to
I
Vegas.
just said that. I
know.
just went through all this.
But I mean, when you have this big thing, WWE, that makes a return, I mean, they're hoping that they get more tourism
I
buck out
just
of it.
said all this. I just said all this
Give me-
just now.
Let me finish. The local people are hoping to get tourism buck. They're not going to get that.
Yeah, but you literally said the opposite the first time.
They're not. They're
But
not gonna
Dad,
get that.
you literally said the opposite though.
And
But my point is, I'm trying to interrupt you, but I keep interrupting you. It's because you literally said the opposite. The first time you started this sentence, you said the opposite. You said that they don't want the tourism in Vegas, and then you didn't do any correction yourself in mid-sentence. That's why I keep stopping you. You're literally the opposite of what you said.
they don't want WWE to come back. They want other things to come.
Well, they are.
And-
It's the opposite problem now. We're at the opposite issue. There's everything else is selling out with the WWE. You're literally contradicting everything you're saying in one sentence without even realizing you're doing it.
It's a pain in the ass for them.
No, it's not. They need this down there. You know what the pain in the ass? Fucking New Jersey and New York with the World Cup. That's a pain in the ass for people. This is not a pain in the ass for Vegas locals. Anyway, before I get to night two, little story. So you were talking about heel heat and being real to you and whatnot, right? Sit up because of the mic.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but because of the microphone. The whole heel heat and being real to you, right? So we were recording this on Sunday, but so last night a friend of mine, Bethany, best friend of the show, Bethany. She was at a Dreamwave show last night. One of her best friends was in a match last night with it was title versus career, and he had her convinced he was losing
God damn.
to the point where she was ready to cry. And she texted me. And she's like, "He had me fooled." And I'm like, "I would love for that. I would love for a friend to have me convinced of a finish that's not a real finish. I would love to fall for that. This sounds like the best thing ever. That's the best thing in the world.
That's the acting part.
That's fantastic." So not sure that story there.
Yes, that's an amazing story.
All right, let's go. Night two. First hour will be on ESPN, the flagship station.
Oh no, you have to remember this is the night no one wants to see. Apparently,
I was trying to move on from that sentence.
I know.
I really was trying to move on from that sentence. You know,
no.
you didn't have to say that. Honestly, on this one. Night two. The first hour is on ESPN, the flagship home, and that's really exciting. I never realized that WWE is live on ESPN. The last time they were showing like a lot of WWE on ESPN stuff was the pandemic, where they were replaying things. But this is actually the first time I've ever seen it today. We're live WWE topping ESPN. But we had the big discussion about this last week. But they've now officially announced the opening match for night two will be Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. We had a big discussion about this last week, but here we are. This is actually even crazier than we talked about last week.
Will Brock have Paul Heyman in the corner?
I don't know. That wasn't on Wikipedia, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming. Yes, I'll put that in here. But
Put with Paul Heyman question.
But well, I'm assuming only because Heyman's been involved in all of this. I'm assuming yes. But the whole thing here is I have not been excited for a Brock Lesnar match in a very, very, very long time. in a very, very, very long time. And I am fucking psyched for this. I am so fucking psyched and excited for this match. It's not even funny. Just give me 10 minutes of the two of them beating the living shit out of each other. That's all I need. That's literally, I don't need a long ass match. I don't care. I need 10 minutes of the two of them beating the shit out of each
And
other.
Oba women.
And Oba winning. That's all I need.
Brock, and Brock, he will actually put Oba.
Yes,
Oba
exactly. I expect him to.
I want a kick out of the F5.
Also, I expect that to happen. But honestly, you can tell Brock's having fun.
Yep.
Brock is having a fucking blast with this right now. And it's nice to see. It's a nice change of pace. But yeah, I expect Oba to actually win. I forgot to make a note, by the way, that Gunther made a deal with Heyman to take care of Seth on the Raw. And I have a weird feeling the other end of that deal is going to be asking for Brock Lesnar as SummerSlam in Minnesota for the title match. Which I think it's going to be. So,
yeah.
But anyway, Oba wins this thing.
Yep.
Mark, hey, you are leaving the frame. You got to move over. You got to angle yourself a little bit.
You actually can't pull in because my chair is actually stuck
Well,
under his
you
chair.
have to fix the chair by angle a little bit, but we're good. Okay. Go ahead.
With everything that's been happening and how they're making a big push for Oba, and here's the thing, it's like the way they've got it set up is the immovable object meets the irresistible force, and basically,
You're fine. Yeah, it's fine.
and they're so well, I guess, for the word I'm looking for is they're so well paired for this program, that it works, and it's going to be who makes the wrong move first and who can capitalize on it. I think Brock has no problem putting over younger talent like Oba, and he's happy to do it because he's seen the younger talent carry on. So it's kind of like, in a sense, passing a torch. And Brock can afford, he can lose this one.
Yeah.
And make Oba look strong, and then Oba can do on other programs, go on to better things.
And say he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, Oba's winning this. It's not going to be a quick match by no means. So
it will be.
10 minutes tops.
What is the quick? What is your variation with Brock Lesnar quick match compared to a normal quick match?
It's not going to be over in 5 minutes.
I said 10. I said 10
I said
minutes.
10.
I said 10.
Yeah.
Or this is gonna be a joke, and if it's a remember, you remember. It's technically gonna be Oba Femi versus Paul Heyman and R-Truth Eyes. Do you remember? Do you
I
get
got
the
that
joke?
joke.
Yeah,
Where he thought Paul Heyman was
I got
defending the
that. I got
title in the
that
Royal
joke.
Rumble.
I got that.
Or
joke,
as
yeah.
people would say, two meaty men
Two big
slapping.
meaty men to smack
Let me
me.
meet. Yeah.
All right, so we've all picking over. Let's move on to the WWE Intercontinental Championship ladder match. It is Penta, who, by the way, just retained his title on AAA television this past weekend
Against
Vikingo, versus Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Dave McDonald representing the Judgment Day, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio representing LWO.
No, there isn't LWO anymore.
Oh, is it?
There hasn't been LWO in years. Legitimately hasn't been LWO in years.
Is there not?
No, there has not been. Ever since the Lunatic turned heel, there has not been any. There has not been.
Where the hell is the other two then?
And they're over in AAA.
Okay.
Who Humberto and
No, Cruz and
they're over in AAA probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the match. I'm looking forward to this. I have no idea how this is going to go. So let's Christian. Go ahead.
Penta retaining.
Thinking that straight up.
Straight up. Only thing I can see is Javon.
I would lean Javon.
Ray doesn't need it. Rusev doesn't need it. JD would be cool. Same with Dragon Lee. But like, it's Javon or Penta.
I'm leading Javon personally, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if they wanted to put someone over like a Dragon Lee. But I kind of lean toward Javon having this belt or Penta retaining. But I'm leaning toward Javon personally.
I say it's finally time for Javon to win a title.
Okay, going there.
Yeah,
I want to see a goddamn cutter off the
Okay.
ladder.
So
Rusev doesn't need it. Ray only wants to get it to basically teach his son, listen, I can still get it. That's not going to happen. Dragon Lee, unfortunately, Dragon Lee is going to be in the crosshairs, and he'll get hit a lot. So I see the three that have the best chance would be Penta, Javon, and JD McDonald. I'm going to
You just call JD McDonut.
Donna.
I heard Donut, but
I heard
I'm gonna let him go. I'll let him go.
I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench into this, and I'm gonna say JD comes out on top and basically.
That's not far-fetched. That's not
Why
far-fetched.
is it called a monkey? Is it shaped like a monkey?
Yeah, it's shaped like a monkey.
Is it actually shaped like a monkey?
No, I'm just
it's
giving you
not.
bullshit.
Why is it called a monkey?
I don't know.
wrench?
That's ask
That's AI. Mm-mm.
ask
Hey Google.
So I want to clear up. So officially, you should JD McDonald.
Yeah, so that way he pisses off Dom.
I just want to clarify something. We put up last week. We put up a clip of us talking about Rusev, why he's the base in this match. Because if you were questioning why he was even in this match,
Yeah.
But so I had some comments from our listeners that I'm not going to put on next week's show because it would be irrelevant by then. So I want to bring it up here.
Okay.
So we have two people actually picking Ray. One being a wise ass, one actually being serious. The wise ass was Leon Hart. I'll put this up on the screen and post. Leon Hart said, can't wait to see Ray win and then not appear for 9 months because he's going to surgery.
Relinquish the title. Yeah, there you go.
And then Sam Morgan actually gave an actual answer. He actually said Ray's going to win so that at the pay-per-view after, which is Backlash, he and Dom can fight for the title, which will lead to the retirement match.
I mean, technically that would.
That's not terrible.
I-
Ray,
It's not a
Ray
terrible
also,
idea.
Ray also said that he won Dom's title.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
That's not. It's not.
But I want to throw that out there. Those are some listener comments.
Yeah,
So they're not going to
that's-
obviously bring the next week's show.
That's
So
not terrible.
Where did Rusev have to go in there?
Bruce has nothing to do with winning. He was just there.
No,
he's
no.
there at the base. He's there at the base to catch the Flyers.
Okay.
That's why the conversation
Yeah.
came up last week.
Yeah.
That's what came up in the conversation last week because
No,
we were talking
'cause you
about.
Didn't, you didn't clarify that.
Sorry, I was for people that
Yeah.
watched last week's show. So what happened was last week we were talking in the news about the matches that are on ESPN, and this is one of the matches on ESPN, and this one wanted to know why Rusev was in the match, and that led to me talking about how why was Kane always in ladder matches because you need a base in there to catch the high flyers.
Big guy.
Yeah, you need a base, and that's what he's there for.
That's
He's
why
a base.
Big Show was in that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you always had at least one big guy in one of these matches because you need a base.
I still loved how Big Show had an extra strong ladder.
But yeah, but that's the reason why he was in this match. That was what they're talking about last week.
You know, I love Penta, and my thing is,
Penta, by the way, he had an amazing fucking entrance to play. Holy, he had no pyro and did not give a fuck. It was amazing. He's still doing the exact same entrance without the pyro. It was absolutely amazing.
because my thing is this is drops a title, and I don't know how much WWE is pushing for the United Lucha Brothers.
They are
If it's on AAA,
they're doing it in AAA.
okay.
They're doing it in AAA for
All right.
sure.
So,
They announced that for the next what's the name of that show?
Something.
No, it's
Triple-Mania?
Triple-Mania. So which I still don't know when that is. By the way, I still don't know when that is. Anyone want to tell me what Triple-Mania is? I'd love to know. Have that be able to find it. Anyway, so let's move on. We have the Demon, Finn Balor, versus the Triple A Mega Championship. This is not title. I just want to put the champion. Dominic Mysterio from the Judgment Day. This is the Judgment Day breakup match, practically. The Demon's officially back for this night.
The Demon should not fucking lose. The Demon should not lose after being screwed out of opportunity after opportunity.
I can't disagree with you.
Because
long is it?
because first Demon gets robbed from the Universal title against Roman with the ring exploding pretty much. Still bullshit.
And again with the pandemic, but what the fuck was that?
And then number two, more fairer against Edge at WrestleMania, but Demon should have won. Demon should have beat Edge. I'm saying it right now.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I said at the time. I said that at the time.
No. And it's just like the Demon has went from the most feared character to more of a joke.
I think this is the first time we're having the Demon under Paul Levesque.
Yeah.
And that's who helped him get it over in NXT. So if you're ever going to have the Demon be the Demon again, this would be the time to do it.
Yeah.
He's a babyface now.
That's
Paul
what-
Levesque's in charge. And this is the time to take the Demon get back from the depths that the McMahon put it in and make it back to the character we all loved in NXT. Don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But this is the perfect time to
When he
re-debut it.
really needs it.
This is the
Yeah.
perfect time to re-debut it, give him a massive Demon entrance, and do something really cool.
That's
How
why-
long
the slow heartbeat's gonna get a pop.
How long has it been since Demons made an appearance?
2 years? When was that Triple H? When was that Edge match? It was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
2 or 3.
I think it was 2 years ago. But it was after Edge was in. I think it was 2 years
No,
ago.
it was the WrestleMania where Cody lost.
So that's 39. That's 3 years ago. So
Okay.
3 years ago.
Because I remember. No,
I know that's if it was when he lost, it was 39. That's 3 years ago. This is
So
42. This is 42.
basically, the vignettes that they've been playing for Finn
Look at the 32nd one they actually teased the demon this week. But yes.
were basically he goes, Dom's told me that I need to get to touch
Yeah.
with my darker
You don't have
side.
to go the whole thing. We all
I
watched
did,
it.
right. So my thing is, how dark do you want to get this demon? Do you
I'm
want
excited
him.
to see. That's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen.
I want him to kill Dominic Mysterio.
Not going to happen. You know that.
Stomp him through a table.
Is he gonna
The
draw
problem-
blood from Dominic?
The only problem is this is actually a normal one-on-one match. If this was a no DQ match, then I can see all chaos happening. This is a normal one-on-one match, unfortunately. I expect Finn to win. I do expect the Demon to win.
Yes.
Start his new Demon undefeated streak under Paul Beckton. So
Yes.
let's move on. Move on. There we go. Oh, I forgot to put a little yada yada here. Is Sami Zayn defending the United States champion? The WWE United States Championship against Trick Williams with Little Yachty. I don't know how to spell Little Yachty, so I'm not going to bother.
Yada yada yada.
Little.
I'm not going to bother. But you know what's funny? Everyone's giving shit about celebrities at WrestleMania this year, and this is the one time that a celebrity makes sense. Besides Show Speed, this is actually the one time a Little Yachty being a Trick actually makes so much sense because I can see Trick actually being friends with someone like Little Yachty. I totally believe that.
Yeah.
So I have zero problem with this. I do have a problem with Carmelo Hayes not being in this match. I said this 2 weeks ago. And they had 2 weeks to fix this problem. They didn't fix the problem. So Carmelo's not in this. He's probably going to be in the Dre on Friday.
Little Yachty is not going to fix it.
No, Little Yachty is fine. I don't care about Little Yachty. I wanted Melo in this match as a triple threat. I said that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They should have fixed that problem. They didn't fix that problem. And then Sammy might be turning heel. It feels Sammy is turning heel, which I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with Sammy turning heel. I said this a couple weeks ago. I'll repeat what I said a couple weeks ago. I'm expecting a double turn when this is all said and done. Sammy be a heel, Trick be a babyface, Trick wins the title. That's why I've been leading for a couple of weeks now.
All I'm saying is that goddamn entrance.
It's going to be fucking crazy.
Goddamn entrance.
But now that Melo's no longer in the match, I'm expecting Trick to win the title.
Yep.
So when Sammy comes out, you expect most of the crowd to boo him?
They booed him on Friday. And they were in Canada.
Yeah, there was that was like a 50. Yeah.
And they were in Canada. So
so I mean, so many people were used to Sammy being a babyface, and now for him to do the heel turn,
it's been a long time coming.
And you're gonna make Trick a semi babyface?
He already is. He already is a babyface. They're just not treating him as he already is a babyface. Trick already is the babyface. I don't know what that look on your face is. You hear the crowds.
Yeah,
he already is the babyface.
crowds.
He already is the babyface.
Yeah.
They're just fighting the headwind at this point.
I mean, and the crowds are going through his whoop it, Trick.
But he's already a babyface.
I mean, he really is just a babyface at this point.
Yeah.
They're just not pulling the trigger on the face.
Like I said, they're just waiting to get through this at this point.
My
crop.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see Sammy hanging on to the belt. I really
okay.
don't.
There you go.
I think Trick is going to get it, and then that's going to set up the thing between Trick and Melo.
So, all right, we'll move on. Let's move on. We have the WWE Women's Championship. AJ Cargill defending against Rhea Ripley. Take the belt off Jade. I'm just going to be blunt here. I'm not even going to put just pussy around this one now. I'm done jumping around. I've been talking about this for a month. Take this damn belt off of Jade. She doesn't need the belt. She's a terrible fucking champion. She does not need the belt. Take the belt off Jade. I think I know where I'm standing. What do you guys think?
I just give it to me. I don't really give a shit. I hate repeat champions. You know me, but I don't give a shit anymore.
Well, now that you got BFAB and
who are dead.
They got beat up on Friday. I don't expect to see them next week.
I mean, there are girls there to protect her. Here's the thing. They did that to basically give Jade some more personality. Because she has no personality. She doesn't have personality. That's the whole thing. Someone needs to tell her to go back to acting school because basically she's like
Okay, I will stop here. I'll stop you there.
Okay.
Jade is a great heel. The problem is not her personality. The problem is not her mic skills. But I think she's actually fantastic on the mic. That's all she got, though. She's not good in the ring. And that's my biggest issue with her.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with her character. I've never had a problem with her personality. Even in AEW, I've never had a problem with it. My issue is not that. My issue is the fact she can't wrestle.
My thing is for her to expand.
She
her
busted open
repertoire-
Nia Jax without trying.
Yeah.
Which is impressive. Samoan head and all that.
If Performance Center can help her expand her repertoire and do a different type of finishing move, I think she'd be better.
She's
that
literally
way.
she literally just took the glam slam.
Yeah.
That's literally all she did.
Yeah. So, Rhea, congratulations.
So I'll be surprised if they don't give it but the Brie. I'll be very surprised. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, we have our main event, which is crazy. It is the World Heavyweight Championship. It is the Zebros. It is CM Punk.
It is Zebros!
It is CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns. I'm not even sure what they're feuding about anymore. I legitimately don't know why they hate each other anymore. I am so confused by their feuds at this point. I think Roman doesn't like him because he exists at this point. I'm convinced of that. Because
he's old.
That's true. But Punk owns that now. So I don't understand what the point of this is. But I have a weird feeling about back on Roman, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A weird gut feeling of mine that Punk's not leaving with this belt. And Punk's gonna be happy because he got the main event, actual main event Mania, not just night 1, but night 2 as well. And I think it might also be the last time Punk holds the belt, honestly. But that's where my gut is standing right now.
What is Gunther gonna retire Punk as well?
No, I don't know. Well, Punk has other things he can go do, but I just don't see him holding a belt after this, honestly.
Yeah, Roman wins.
Okay.
I hate to say it. I really do hate it, but
okay. So my
it also be reminded he hasn't had a belt and he hasn't had a belt in 2 years, which is insane.
Who, Roman?
Yeah, Roman had that held any kind of a title in 2 years,
So,
which is absolutely nuts. When you realize how long he had that title,
What was it for, like 4 fucking years?
Well, it was 4 straight Manias.
Here, let me ask a question to everyone.
Okay.
Who was the Universal Champion?
We did this already on the show. I have a video of it somewhere. What's happening?
Who was the Universal Champion from 2020?
Enough.
Do we see this being a clean match with no interference?
Who's interfering? Seriously, who's
One
interfering?
of Roman's family members? I don't know.
I'm being serious. I'm asking you a simple
That's-
question.
that's
Who's
what I'm
interfering?
I mean,
The dog.
Is this where? Yeah, Pharaoh comes out and bites Roman. Yeah,
No, I believe he was making a very bad joke about
okay.
a
No,
very bad joke.
Is this a possibility?
He's coming back to life just for one night.
Is this
Anyway,
possibility
Oh.
for a family member to come out like Rock?
Cody match.
Okay.
I think that's if we're going to see Rock at all, it's going to be with the Cody match because why do I have? Sorry, I didn't even go back to that, but like you said, the Rock and Cody, and I realized we never got a culmination on the Rock wants Cody soul storyline. That just dawned on me. We never got a culmination of that.
Hey, we did. We got the go fuck yourself.
No, that wasn't a culmination because he never actually said no.
Oh.
He never actually said no. He just said, "Go fuck
God.
yourself." He never said no. He never said no.
So,
But anyway, back to this match, please.
so Rock is there to collect the soul. God.
Anyway, back to this.
All right.
So that just dawned on me.
How many Superman punches can he take?
A lot.
I mean, if Punk can take what Roman dishes out, then I see him hanging on to
You
the
have to
belt.
remember though, they're both old. So
But Punk is older.
it's older.
Punk is a lot older.
Well, if you put that in perspective,
Oh, like almost a decade.
and
I feel,
divide it
at
by
this
2, but then you also divide it by the accuracy of the sun. I think Punk might win this, but then if you add a Lamborghini in there and the Jeep, Ford, Toyota, Roman could win. Or
point. Look at me like this, like I'm doing, please. Mark, look at him like I'm looking at me.
or
This, trust me.
Or
Thank you. That's our free time for this photo.
If you-
For this show.
if you add Ching Chong Wing Wong as the referee.
Okay, now let's move on. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay.
and if ragdoll physics gets involved,
Yeah, you see.
there you go. See, yeah,
But-
okay.
but my pick is the referee.
So officially,
I-
Roman.
No, I'm
You just want to be
gonna
special.
go with Punk.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna go with
All right. Well, that is WrestleMania 42, which is fucking crazy. We just went through WrestleMania. That's absolutely nuts to me. All right, so we're gonna wrap things up here with the original WrestleMania theme song, which was Aerosmith is Back in the Saddle. So, whatever.
There it is.
But anyway, I guess let's wrap up here. If you're wondering, have a clue what happened here, let's go. I'm never gonna explain it.
I'm taller now.
Christian, go.
Just do it. Follow me at the Villain Zane 627, the Villain Zane Riley on YouTube. There's currently an Easter event going on, Phasmophobia. Please join me and my friends. We're gonna try to succeed because if we get it right, we actually, when the new player update comes out, we're gonna get free stuff because we did this.
Oh, what are you doing?
You have to. So when it's hard to explain, but you have to use your dot projector. You don't understand, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. The dot projector, which if you flash it on a ghost, you can see their little you can see them kind of thing.
Okay.
It's like a black light kind of, but like
Fair
not
enough.
really like a black light. It's
A black light, but not a black light.
yes, but then if you shine it on the eggs that are in certain maps every day, it's a rotation, and you get it. You get the bunny.
Okay.
At the end of the match, it gives you points, and then it goes into your register. And if you certainly I got it, but some of my friends don't have it, so I'm gonna try to help them with it. But I have it, so when the player update comes out, you get a special shirt, a mask, and a necklace.
Oh, nice.
And then later on, we're gonna get more customization for your character because right now, currently, there are 8 base characters, 4 female and 4 male that you can pick from, and we all have one, but like they're just generic. And like, the player update, you can make it your own. So that's fun. We look forward to.
Got it. All right, cool. Then where do they find you again? I knew we heard you.
I said everything.
Okay, cool. All right.
Hey, you find the show and rate and review us. Give us some feedback, positive or negative. Like us, and you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Radio, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more. And if you really want to look for us, you can find us at Generation Evolution 00.
Do not forget the 00. Get the wrong goddamn show.
That's for goddamn sure.
All right. As I said,
America.
this has been a crazy WrestleMania week. If you missed anything, there's the schedule. Tomorrow, Mark will be here to tell you about the Hall of Fame class of 2026.
You mean him talk about it for like 2 hours?
I'm going to set a timer in an hour and make a good time. So, and I think I'm going to fix this chair problem up because I think I figured out a way to fix this chair problem when we're done. So I have a good idea. But what we're about on next week's show, because next week the 3 of us will be back together and we will talk about the WrestleMania week, which is going to be fucking nuts. And I can't wait. I cannot wait for this week.
All out.
For everything.
Okay.
So, and also, for one who's wondering, if you're looking for us talking about AEW Dynasty and TNA Rebellion, we'll also get into them that next week, too, just to recap some little important notes. So, all right, on that note, let's get out of here. Thank you all for listening and enjoy WrestleMania. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And
Love you guys.
You've been tuned to Generation Evolution.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Peace out.
Thank you for joining us inside the Generation Evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.